It's been a process that has been run for years where the football department through management put the recommendation through to the board, and the board had no hesitation endorsing Dom Cassisi as captain of the Port Adelaide Football Club for 2011 and Dean Brogan as vice captain for 2011. You can see that we've got an expanded leadership group, which is also very exciting for us in terms of a good blend of youth and experience, and I guess represents the fact that as a football club we've got a very young group and we're very keen to accelerate the development of this young group as quickly as possible. So to see some of those young people such as Travis Boak, Jackson Trengove, Bobby Carlisle and so on into the leadership group is a very positive thing for the footy club. So delighted to be here today to announce that. Happy to take any questions.
Mark, just I think last year you were a year ago telling us the benefits of having a small group and just having the captain and a couple of vice captains, and a year later it's gone the polar opposite again. What's the premise behind that?
Yeah, no, good question, Shuts. I think certainly things change over time, and we're really in the situation now. We've got two really strong leaders in Dom and Brogues to lead the playing group. But certainly we're in a situation where we need to accelerate the development of many of our players as we can, and we've got a terrific leadership program in place with Stephen and Jan running that, and we really want to expose as many of our emerging leaders to that as we can.
Well, just if maybe you can add a bit more to that, Matty, in regards to what Mark said, that there's the need to, I suppose, expose more people to the leadership side of things. Did anything surprise you in regards to who might have come through and nabbed a spot in the group?
No, not really. I suppose we enjoyed the people who got voted in. There's a few who just missed out that are coming up too. So, look, as Hazy said, we've got a real young group. We've got a great leadership people running, and Stephen Ball, who's doing a terrific job along with Jan Sterling. And we want to educate these players how to be great leaders on the field and off the field. And in the end, coaches and board and stuff can to have some say in control of the culture of the club, but the players are the ones who really got to drive that. And the more leaders we can have, either in an actual leadership group or outside that, the better we're going to be.
Some people might say tonight, do you look at having 9 in the group, you may as well, it's almost half a side, it's almost who misses out in some regards. I mean, at what point does it become too much?
Oh, look, I'm not sure. You've got to understand, on weekends we played 22, we've got a list of 46 or 48, so 9 out of that's a smaller minority, and we need those guys to learn themselves. As Hazy said, a lot of them are young and still learning how to become better leaders, and we want to improve that. And the only way your culture is going to improve is by having a lot more people on board, and there's force in numbers, and certainly got that this year.
Was this primarily a player vote, or what sort of say did you have in the coaching group?
No, the coaches and players all had an even vote, so they all gave their votes in front of each other, and the group was. We had a group in November, and there was enough votes for a couple of other guys to get voted into it.
So Surgeon wasn't in that original group.
Yep.
What's he done to influence people? Why is he back in?
Look, he's obviously trained pretty well, and I think the players have seen how hard he's got over his injury, and they realise that he has been a leader of our club before, and value what he gives to the group.
Is Steve Salopak's the other one to come back in now?
Yeah. He's he got some feedback why he didn't earlier in the year, and has worked on that over the last 4 to 5 months, and because of the player feedback that he got back into the group.
Slight change, I suppose, in some regards to the leadership group this year and the way it's run. I suppose no Jenny Williams and so forth. Can you just give us some insight into how it's different?
Yeah, look, obviously to start off, we've got a few more guys in the group. Since November we had 7, and now that's been after the votes 9, which is great. We can all share the load evenly amongst all of us. But yeah, look, we've got Steve Ball, who is a consultant in the club with the leadership staff, and he's been great. He's been teaching us a fair bit, educational wise, with giving feedback, accepting it, and a few other things. And obviously Jan Sterling's still around helping with day-to-day stuff and making sure we're on top of things. So it's been a really good mix. Obviously with the young guys in the leadership group, to be exposed to some of the educational side of things with leadership is going to be a benefit moving forward. Can
you just give us an example of that sort of stuff in regards to the educational stuff? I know you mentioned feedback, but in what regard?
Oh, look, just ways to deliver it, ways to accept it, and it's all about we're creating a culture at the club where we can set each other down and tell each other what we're doing well and areas we need to improve in, and we're making baby steps in that area, but moving forward with Steve's help and Jan and the guys in the group, I think it's going to be a powerful thing moving forward.
Do you think you'll get a lot more support from having a large group around you? Do you benefit from it?
Oh, look, definitely. I've seen the benefits of it already since November, having 7 in the group. It's definitely made things a lot easier, and we have great discussions in the leadership meeting, and having more guys try and drive the standards is a good thing. And like Matty said, we've got 47 guys on the list on our list, and it's a young list, and we want to make sure we're doing things right.
From the flip side then, did you identify that perhaps you needed a bit more support last year?
Look, it probably was hard at times last year with such a big group, having just the captain and 2 vice captains set up. But look, you live and you learn, and I'm really excited about this year and the group we've got.